Just be with your breath. Only your breath. Wherever you are, just come back to the posture. Gather all your awareness that has been scattered in multiple different ways. Pull all the elements of your awareness together. Relax yourself. No holding on to anything. Do not worry about your thoughts at all. Have all your attention on your breath. To make it efficient, to witness it proper, have all your attention at your nostrils. That is where you can feel your in and out breath. Give all your control to your breath. Give all your attention to your breath. Let breath be your boss for these minutes. Unite yourself with your supreme power, with your supreme self. Ask your breath to help you in reuniting. Do not scatter yourself. Do not think about thoughts. Do not judge anything. Let everything work in its own way. All you got to do is flow with your breath. Just go with your breath. Do not take any kinds of thoughts with you when you're with your breath. You're absolutely safe and secure. So there is nothing to worry about. Though it's morning for some of us, though it's evening for some of us, just embrace the moment, embrace this time, on the eve of uniting yourself back. Just the natural flow. With every new breath, with every fresh in-breath, we absolutely wish to choose our lives. Gather yourself for the greater process. As you have all your attention only with your breath, from deep in our hearts, let us all invite Dr. Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji Garu, Mahavtar Babaji, Lord Buddha, especially the Goddess of Mercy, Princess Yashodhara, I love all the great grandmasters, to take part in all our ascensions, with all your conscious, with all your awareness, with a deep desire. Invite all the great grandmasters, today, in this moment, let us all let go the selfish part from ourselves No matter how helping you are, no matter how good you share, somewhere at a point deep in there, we hold ourself, materialistic self, onto the top to act in every situation. Let us all ask the masters to help us in getting rid of all this selfishness. Just push it out with every out breath from each and every cell in your body. Let us all be a transparent energy medium. Energy is meant to be flowing all the time. Energy can't be stocked up. With every out breath, push out all your old energy, old patterns, the situations or ignorance towards the higher knowledge. Give it away, everything. We are no more meant or deserved to be something as we are in the previous minute. Every minute is new, every breath is new, and every time you are new. Do not worry about anything. Do not open your eyes. Make use of your breath completely. We always have the biggest jewel with us, within us. Just relax and observe. Do not deviate. Just stay with yourself for some more time. Let us all make ourselves completely selfless. Let us all be open to receive. Allow yourself to step into spontaneous living, into spontaneous lifestyle. Do not hold on to previous minutes or previous seconds. This minute, this second is absolutely new. Have all your attention at your heart chakra. Go to your heart. Breathe fully with your heart. As you observe your breath with your heart, as you keep doing this, you become your breath. As you become your breath, your body starts turning into light body. Breathe with your heart. Witness with your heart Your physical body and light body is connected with your heart. Allow all the light into your heart. Let the light cleanse all the blockages, all the unaccepted situations, unaccepted people. Dissolve everything into the light. Just allow yourself and start watching this process. Out of all, push out all the fear energies stacked up since so long. Push everything out. Let your heart turns brighter and brighter. From your heart till your feet, let the light spread all over. Heart is the rising point now. Let your heart spread all the light till your feet, into every cell deeper and deeper. As you finish spreading the light to the bottom half of your body, the same way, help yourself spreading all the light till your third eye, till your Agna chakra. Every cell witnessing your throat chakra. From your heart till your third eye, fill up with all the light. Keep allowing yourself to be open to receive, to be selfless, make it from your heart. As you become your breath, you become your light body. Now you have two forms of your body, a physical body and a light body. You can see yourself from your light body. To be that, allow yourself. We end up with nothing if we keep on holding so bitterly of everything. You can't stack up yourself with all the dirt. Remove all the dirt from your body with the help of your light body. It's just that it seems to be another person sitting right in front of us. That's all your light body. Your physical body is a matter. Your light body is energy. Whatever you want to heal, whatever you want to get rid of, go to your light body, sit right in front of you, and let the light body help you in dissolving We have all the knowledge. We have everything in our heart. But we never allow ourselves completely. Let us all allow ourselves. Let us be completely open. The knowledge we have in our heart, we have lightened it up and spread it all over your body till your feet, till top of your head. When you spread it till your third eye, that is when you can see your light body. That's the adventure. That's all being fearless. Fearless about the past demon side of us, the past negative side of us. You do not have to be scared of anything. Burn all the fear. You can keep on reforming yourself in multiple bodies, multiple forms. Nothing to be worried about, this one physical body. Thinking that this is the only body we have, we get selfish. We fill up ourselves. We block our paths. Be with the process. Whatever health issues, physical health, mental health, Let the light body in front of you help you with dissolving everything. Just heal yourselves. Let all your light body heal your physical health. See yourself getting stronger and stronger. You have infinite bodies. You have infinite energy. There is nothing to get selfish about, to get sticked on to something. We are all a big family, a big mankind family. All the resources the universe is providing is for every one of us equally. From your heart chakra, the moment you rise yourself with a deeper concentration and attention, you can raise yourself to Agna chakra. That is when you begin with your experiences. Spontaneity in life. Everything is new. No old repeated stories. No waste of time. No waste of energy. Everything is properly utilized in this further progress. Let your light body align back into your body, reuniting with your body. Spreading around a layer to the immediate outermost layer of your body. A yellow, shining bright. Fix yourself. Fix back everything. Just have all your attention on top of your head as you fix everything. You can see this light body raising a fountain on top of your head to establish an outer shield over your body. It's not just the idols of God shine, it's even the God in us can also shine, can also flourish. We are all gods. As you sustain, as we sustain with the spontaneity and fearlessness, that is when you start utilizing every second efficiently. Thank yourself. Thank your breath. That is the only source which is taking you through this journey. Thank everything. Your light bodies, infinite bodies, your physical body, every cell. And thank yourself for keeping everything aside and allowing yourself to be open to receive abundance. Everything in abundance. Thank everything that helped you. Tune your heart, tune your mind to generate all the gratifying energies. Teach and help your heart to gratify, to release gratitude energies. Thank everything. Say it out loud from deep in bottom of your heart with a beautiful smile. You're infinite. You're abundant. Whatnot, we are everything. Just be with the bliss and happiness. When you allow yourself to gratify, you're not holding on to anything. You're not holding anything heavier. Bow down to yourself. Bow down to every masters around you. Thank each and every master for witnessing, for helping, and especially being part of this process. With a beautiful smile on your face, place your hands on your eyes at least for 5 seconds. To open your eyes. So, welcome back. I think we had a very good selfless and adventurous meditation. So, this was all the topic today about. So, let's do something that today's topic is all about. Adventures with the 9 jewels. So, our PSSM has figured out 9 jewels that every person needs to understand, completely related to their higher self. Not the physical body, not the physical reality, but if you want to do sadhana, if you want to achieve something, more than your physical reality, so that is when you have to actually look into these 9 jewels and understand how beautiful they are. And they are like nothing new, and everything we have we have been hearing, and consistently we know that we are coming across these concepts in our day-to-day life, but we never realize that how important they are and how could they serve us. So let's see, let me share the PPT. And so yep, here you go. So it's adventures with jewels. So how many jewels we have? So we have 9 jewels. So let's go and see why they're called as jewels at least. So here the first jewel comes Atme Parabrahmam. So actually these jewels are in little Telugu, but I can actually help you understand it in English also. So it's just that sort of Aham Brahmasmi. So you yourself is the God. There is something in you, a superpower in you is a God. So it says that a so simple example that one of the shlokas from Jagat Guru Adi Shankaracharya. So it says that you are your supreme source. You have that in you. So he just tells that in a cute example, with a cute example that there is a mother and there's a baby who came out of the mother's womb. Before that, they were together in one body. And then later, when the baby came out, that doesn't mean they are still same. They are different. Two different bodies. They have become two different bodies. So when they have become two different bodies, they both have their own consciousness, having, working, and they both have their physical bodies functioning. So we can't just say that if the same thing cannot be continued, the same process cannot be taken forward. But end of the day, both are human bodies. Every human body functions similarly. Everything is same. Every person breathes. So just the way here, though it's a mother body, though it's a baby body, together it's a human body. So the same way he says, it's just that the God in you is the God in me. So it's just that Aham Brahmasmi, we are gods. The end point is we are gods. So the next one is Jivude Devudu. So this is that Shivoham, the same thing. So here it's just that the first one, there is a higher consciousness, the supreme power, which is in you. So here he explains it in a way that you are the God, the supreme thing. There is a supreme thing, and the supreme thing is you. So what is that supreme thing? Your soul. Your soul is the supreme thing. So that's the first jewel. And the second jewel is the supreme thing is you. There is a supreme thing is the first jewel, and the second jewel is the supreme thing is you. So that is where he says Shivoham. And this is one of the famous saying that we actually hear, right? So it's just that human body consists of a godly source with a supreme source, the higher self, right? So the next thing is Jewel 3. It's Dehame Devalayam. I think most of Telugu people can understand, but yeah. So Dehame Devalayam means your body is a temple. Is a body is the most divine space that you are provided with. So it's just that the first thing is there is a soul, there is a supreme power, and the second thing, you are your soul and you are that. So you possess that higher supreme power. So when you have a God in you, so obviously where does the God lies? Where does the God stays? And where can we see the God? We can see the God always in the temples, right? Just the way our body is also a greater divine space. So most of the time we hear many complaints, right? Not functioning body properly, most of the health issues. So like 90% of the people on this planet, has some or the other health issue, minor or major, but some or the other health issue. So it's just that ignoring their physical maintenance. Why are they ignoring it? Because they just think that this is the only body they have. And they are bored of this fact, bored of being egoistic. So it's just that we just have this body. So to function this body, we need food, we need bed. That's it we think about. So we never understand that we have layers of another infinite bodies in us. So when we have infinite bodies within us, so it's just that it's a divine space, life consciousness, a miraculous power. So when there are these many things and when we are ignoring it, when we are only with the fact of the physical body, that is when we are tired of everything. So we end up with a lot of ignorance, lot of maintenance. For example, most of us clearly know that eating meat is not a right thing for our physical bodies. But I see that most of the people just intake meat as a meal only for their health purpose. Only they have a fact, fake fact maybe, about building protein, providing protein to their bodies. So just eating flesh, just eating blood shredded food, intaking it as your meal into your body, can it make your body divine? So it's just that we are all completely know about this fact, but we ignore it. Based on another fact we made up for ourselves. It's just that the story we are making it for ourselves. That we need a lot of protein, so we have to eat meat. So when we are ignoring the actual truth, when we are actually ignoring everything that we are of, everything that we are, so that is when we malfunction our body in the opposite direction with the half knowledge. So when this is all happening, how can you expect your body to be fit? Half of the time, half of our life, we are completely unaware of what we actually are. So how dangerous is this? We don't know completely about ourselves. So when we don't know, how can we just be on the path? How can we just do things for ourselves with the half knowledge? So it's just that based on our knowledge, based on our belief system, our patterns, experiences, we choose our next steps. We choose our next situations in our life, scenarios in our life, people, and that is how we choose. So it's just that the way you understand and the way you begin to live. So it's just that this is the greater fact. If you understand that why your body is a divine space, because it has an infinite power. The infinite power is you. So what is that infinite power? Your soul. So there is a famous god from India, from Maharashtra, I guess. So Dattatreya Swami. So if you have heard about him, he had been, just ejected, or I think we can say that in this way, that he transformed himself and released 8 bodies. So he was present in 8 different places at a time in the single moment. So how is this even possible? The same with Mahavatar Babaji. See, today in this world, especially in our PSSM, so there are many sessions going on with many different masters in PMC, in many different languages of PMC. So every master is connected to set of masters, right? So if we can just see or consider that today we have invited here 40 members or 50 members together, we have invited Mahavatar Babaji. So at least for 10 of us, least count, at least for 10 of us, we might have connected to that power, to that source. So how is that even, how is that even possible? That one body is allowing themselves to connect to 10 different bodies. So how is this happening? So it's just that how you reached your pure consciousness, and that easy it is for us to release bodies, how many ever we want. So once you understand that you have a body, and behind it, how many bodies, and who is making these bodies, and how are these actually releasing into these many numbers? Your superpower, and that is you. So that is why we call this as a so precious thing, a divine space, which needs only devotion. So it's just that we cannot malfunction our body, either mentally or physically, either of them. So this is the third jewel. And the next one is jewel 4. So breath is our boss. So this is the most beautiful fact. To experience everything in life, to see everything in positivity, to make positivity as your lifestyle. And especially if you choose to see your life new every second, you can only do that with your breath. Breath is the only source which helps you, which takes you to a very different path, something which you have never seen before. Every second it's new, every situation it's new. To begin with your experiences, we have to begin with our breath. So this is the Jewel Fourth, to see your superpower, to see your Atma, and to understand that you are your Atma and you are a divine space. That can only happen once you are aligned with your breath. If you just see some person, for example, there are multiple different departments in an engineering college, different departments. So computer science student cannot understand mechanical engineering subject. But if he does sadhana, he can understand. If he goes and takes that course later on after his computer science, and then that is when he can understand. So it's just that matter of sadhana. So breath is our boss. And next is all about you understand that breath is your boss. Then after understanding what you have to do. So samaya mein sadhana. So it's just that time is to invest in your thirst. Time is everything. Actually, in this materialistic world, in this reality on this earth, we say time is money, because money is the most precious thing that we measure. So that is how we compare it, right? Time is money. So it's just that sadhana. You understand that breath is your boss, but are you really investing on this planet Earth? Can you tell me how are we measured? Every person is measured with their lifespan, ages, numbers. This is just time passing on. Time passing on, days passing on, weeks, months, and years. Overall, it's time. So on this planet, we are measured with time and space. So time is the most important thing that we are provided with. Only important thing that we are provided with. So every second, all you have is your freedom. Everything, because no one is coming into your mind and seeing that what you're thinking to do, what you're deciding to do. So I think that is why we actually keep our mind so clumsy. So here in this Jewel 5, they are telling us that breath is our boss. So using our breath, utilizing the ultimate source for most of the time that we have. So it's just based on the thirst. You tune yourself to be with your breath, and then you understand how much you need this. So for most of the people, if you just practice it for 1 hour in a day, sometimes it is not sufficient. Sometimes it is sufficient. So it's just that after tuning, it's all the time you invest. So it's just that a dedication and a devotion. So just investing in something you want, something you desire, and you have the horrible thirst. So if you really start understanding the essence of your breath, what best it can do, and that is when you start going behind your thirst. consistently you make yourself sit and start doing sadhana. Just close your eyes, watch your breath. That's it. Keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it. Unless and until it becomes your lifestyle. So end point is making the sadhana as our lifestyle. So it's just that time, every second, most of us end up in thinking, we lose our time in thinking. Whatever situations we come across, whatever people we come across, everything, we just ignore time based on the intensity. The time gets faded away. The intensity gets popped up. We go behind the things, but we never understand the facts behind our bodies, and especially the most important source as a time. So it's always very important to validate every second. Are you really doing or no? So here they just say is samayame sadhana. So how much of a time you invest and that best benefits you reap. So I'll tell you one of my experience. So in the initial days when I was practicing meditation, it was just that sometimes I feel like sitting for hours together, and sometimes I don't really feel like sitting in meditation at all. I forcibly make myself sit, but and that happens, and I just start feeling that is it really necessary enough? But still, I used to make myself forcibly sit, at least sit and close my eyes. And after 5 or 10 minutes, you don't believe this, automatically I used to start observing my breath. And the process again used to get started so interestingly again. So it's just that whenever we feel that we don't feel like doing, it's just that we are too deep and too far away from our consciousness, from our awareness. We are very far. We are completely onto the materialistic line. So we are not on the middle path. We are completely onto the bottom side of it, to this a realistic world. So when that is happening, and that is when we have to understand, and this is the time really we have to make ourselves know that how important it is this time. So what happened when I started feeling that? For some days I was like, I didn't know the fact why this was happening. So I was like, okay, probably I started feeling I don't need it now. So that's okay. I'll not do it today. So, but I've started seeing things getting uncertain. So that is when one of my guru, I asked that when I just spoke to him, I asked him that, Guruji, this is what it is happening with me. I'm meditating. Whenever I'm meditating, I'm feeling so peaceful, so energetic, and I feel everything is with me. But after some time, maybe the next couple of days, when I don't feel like doing, I feel like something is missing in my life. Though I have everything going on pace, and I don't feel that I am on the right path. I am on the right levels of energy. Then he said, if you do something continuously, you keep getting things continuously. If you do it discontinuous, if you do it, now and then, and you reap benefits now and then. You want it daily, do it daily. So that is how he started explaining me. And that's the best thing I loved. You do it daily, you get it daily. So it's always that the way we arrange our time, every person, and this is a famous saying from the every inspirational person or motivational speaker, that every person on this planet have the same 24 hours, though it's Narendra Modi or though it's Joe Biden. Everyone has 24 hours. And in this 24 hours, every minute, a person either becomes, maybe above the level or below the level. And you see, just in this minute, most of the people, some set of people reap benefit, some set of people, are into success, some people are into failures, some people are into suffering. So why not everyone are onto the same pace? Why everyone is scattered in their own ways? This is what it clearly says, that we all have our minds, and so we all have our minds and different minds. Every mind is unique. How are our minds unique? It's just based on the free will we have. Based on the free will that we wish to choose things. We wish to take steps ahead. We wish to act. We wish to make relationships. So it's just that based on everyone's choices. So success people, the set of successful people, they are just in whichever domain they are, whichever, departments they are or professions they are. So it's just that the way they are organizing their mind, end of the day, it's same. So it's just that you organize your mind to utilize your time. So when everything is aligned, everything is on pace. So this is the 5th Javan. And yes, this is the Javan 6th. So if you really have to be with the time, what happens? Sahaname Pragati. Sahaname Pragati in Telugu, and English, it's sustaining is progress. So I felt Sahanam is actually, we say it patience, but I say it's sustenance. I say it's sustaining. Because the way you sustain, and that is how you can start seeing your progress. So here, what happens from the Javal 4th, where breath is our boss, from there, our life has started becoming adventurous. Everything is spontaneous. Everything is new. But we are ready for everything. Very fearless, very selfless. No identities. So it's just that this is what something you really have to first make sure that you're doing this for yourself. Is this the way that you're behaving with yourself? That is all we have to check. So here, to progress our lives in the same way, in the same beautiful way, so it's just that sustaining is important. Sustaining with the process to make it go further, a step further every time. So when you are not sustaining, when you are not with the patience, when you are not with the equal dedication or devotion, it's just that in sustenance, you take a step ahead. In the not sustaining state, you take 2 steps behind. So this is where I think I've heard there is a famous saying from Yogi Vemana, Pattu Pattaradu, Pattina Pattu Vivaradu. And the same saying was even told by Gautam Buddha, that if you start, you don't have to stop. If you don't want to start, you shouldn't start it at all. So you are starting it, sustain with the process. When you hold your identity, when you're completely with this materialistic world, and that is when you lose your higher capabilities, the knowledge about your higher capabilities. And that is when you start getting egoistic, start getting selfish, start getting full fearful. like all the time being behind and protecting yourself. No matter what, the words we release it out so sweet, but end of the day, deep inside we know that we have to protect ourselves. No matter what the other person is dealing with. And the next one, Jubble 7, is experience is wisdom. So the sixth one, yep. So Jubble 7th is experiences is wisdom. So this is so common, right? Experiences is wisdom. So we understand. After this sadhana we did, the next thing comes is experiencing. So in experiencing, all we have to do is, okay, so there is an important point that I would like to share here. So we actually practiced in our meditation that just now, our heart chakra, whenever we are raising our heart chakra, lightening it up, and that is where what happens is our heart chakra is completely based on theoretical knowledge. So if you are fully with the theoretical knowledge, you know everything, that there is a soul, that there is a superpower, and you are this, you are that, and you know all the hidden facts and the actual truth about yourself. But you're not letting yourself allowing to experience things or allowing yourself completely to be open, or you're not allowing yourself to apply it in this regular daily day-to-day life. So here what this says today, we see many great people, many great grandmasters, our Guru Brahmarshi Pitama Patriji Garu. So it's just that for till date, all the experiences that he had been through, that is all his wisdom, right? He had started experiencing things in this physical world, in the dimensional world. So here there is a hidden fact that these bodies, our physical body, is nothing but matter. So we are all from space. In space, there is energy. The energy together functioning makes all the matter. And the matter is assembled together as this big matter, this big physical body. And end of the day, we again go back into the energy, into the space. So it's just that oneness to duality, duality to oneness. So in this process, all we need is our experience. How adventurous we are, that beautiful we can experience. So for all the people here back in India, we have a very great saying, Dhairye Sahase Lakshmi. I think in Hindu scriptures, we find this, right? So it's just that how fearless you are, how adventurous you are. That is how you start receiving abundance in life. Not just the prosperity, not just the wealth, everything. You need something, and that is available for you in the right time. So it's just that matter of having a desire, and it is coming and falling in front of you. So it's just about the experiences. So most of us, what we do, we are scared of experiences. We choose in experiences, right? Most of the time, based on the fear we have deep in our hearts all the time. So we are always scared. We don't let it out because of our ego, because of our identity. But deep in there, there's a lot of fear. And this is something from the subject of new energy. The Jack has a lot of fear at the wall of fire. So it's just that the soul coming into the world, to this world, that is when it was fully filled with the fear. And the fear has not been vanished yet because ignorance of truth, lack of providing yourself the actual truth. So when it is coming to the experiences, we always keep ourselves engaged in infinite thinking, and from that infinite thinking, so it's always that in the infinite thinking we start losing ourselves. So why do we think so much? Because we always want the best. We always want the best, but we always never act the best, right? Act is not something that the pictorial act, but something called karma, the action, the every step we are doing, the everything we are doing is an act. So it's just that the way we are adventurous, the way we are letting ourselves to just go break the walls and then start acting. But most of the time in thinking, in choosing, because we always want the best for ourselves, we end up in undecidable state. So that's the most, for me, it's the most irritating state, undecidability. Whenever I end up myself in undecidability, I understand that yes, my energy is not here. My awareness is not here. Everything is scattered in its own direction. So I have to gather everything back. So when that is happening, when you are in undecidable state, you stop your experiences. You stop acting. You stop your life going ahead. Life becomes stagnant. Lack of courage. To be frank, once I've started my spiritual journey really, and this is my real experience, okay? So I think in one of the dhyanam chakra in India, back in India in Hyderabad, that is when I have met Patriji in my bachelor's 4th year. So that is when I met him actually. And that is when I was ready to be preached. There is a saying, when student is ready, teacher arrives. Yes, I have been following, I have been doing it since my 3rd standard, and everything has become so normal for us. Because for me, my parents itself started making it a habit for me. Spiritual knowledge is something we need. So they never said no. So they both were the ones. They took me to Patriji, and that is when they actually, told me that he is your guru and he's our guru, and this is what it is. The first thing when I spoke to him or said hello, that he said that all you need is courage. The first thing he told me, that abhayam, so no fear. So when you are completely fearless and all the abundance is with you, abundance in terms of wisdom, abundance in terms of knowledge, abundance in terms of prosperity, wealth, everything. So that was the first message he gave me. And that is when my journey has actually started. So it's just that for us, I would, I just want to give it out that this is most important. Most of us, we never realize because we never sit with ourselves and talk to ourselves. That what is stopping within us. But deep in there is a lot of fear. If you go through the subject called new energy, you understand that how much fear we actually have. So it's all about, if you are fearless, if you are adventurous, you can start experiencing number of situations, number of people, everything, like Patriji, like Gautam Buddha. like Mahatma Gandhi, Mother Teresa. So it's just that all the great people, they are fearless, they are adventurous. So in the given time, in the given space, all you have to do is capture as many as experiences you can, gain knowledge. Because it's just that there is an example for this, that see, you're sitting here, I'm sitting here in United States and just thinking about that I have come here 4 years back, and I see there are a lot many changes. I'm basically from Hyderabad, so I keep seeing it in pictures in social media that Hyderabad has changed a lot. I can just see, but I'm unable to experience, so I don't know how it actually feels like. So I can just say so theoretically. So when you are with your heart, you're all theoretical. When you actually raise yourself with all the light and you raise it to your Agna chakra, with your sadhana, with your time, as much as you said, you raise yourself, you raise your vibrations. So when it goes to your Agna chakra, when you are in Agna chakra, everything becomes practical. Everything, nothing theory. So that is when your experiences start. So with your experiences, you gain knowledge, you gain wisdom. So when you have everything and you know where to act, where to enact, and now everything seems to be easy for us. It's just like bread and butter. So the next one is dhyanam dharmam. So you have that sadhana and you have gained a lot of knowledge. So it's always sharing is caring, right? That is all we actually hear. But sharing is supreme. That's the most selfless act we can do. So it's just, it can be anything. You have something good for you, then definitely you deserve to help. You help someone, you get help from someone. So there is a good saying about this. Gautam Buddha says, be light unto yourself. But his wife, dearest wife Yashodhara says, sometimes we need light of others and sometimes others need light of ours. How beautiful is this? So always sharing is righteousness. Sharing is dharma. Share your knowledge, share your experiences. There are many people in this world, many different minds, many different life consciousness, levels of consciousness. Altogether, we make one, but in different bodies, different representations, different organizing. So it's just that you can learn. Share and learn, share and learn. That is what even our guru keeps telling. If you're on an auto, if you're on a bus, no matter what, start telling them your experiences. Start listening to their experiences. You understand. And I could say, listen to experiences and then start sharing your experiences. You listen to experiences, that is when a mustard seed woman, Kisa Gautami so called, and she's the woman who goes to Gautam Buddha and asks about her son, death of her son. So she asks him that, can you do something better for my situation right now? Can you get my baby born life back? So he says, go to every door and ask for mustard seeds where they had no death. She goes all around and ends up with no mustard seeds. And that is when she realizes, after listening these many stories, going to each door, she understands that death is everywhere, suffering is everywhere, and every person is going through something. Every person is learning something. So that is when she asked Buddha that, you're so in a blissful state. How do I attain this state? What should I do? Teach me. Now I will accept this fact that my son is no more. but I want to be like you. So that is when he shares his knowledge to her. And that is how today in this world, the story of Princess Yashodhara is still alive just because of her. And she was the one who passed it on to the next generations. So it's just that how inspiring it is. That is how we understand the possibilities we have, what best a man can do. So the next one, the last one, dharma me punyam. So the righteousness is the only path. So I don't use the word blessing, but it's just that righteousness. Your lifestyle has to be that. All the positivity. So when everything is in positivity, life becomes one. Whatever situations you go through, no matter how negative they are, it's all about how you allow yourself to receive them, to perceive them. So if you actually think narrow, if you actually let yourself to see things in narrow, so that is when you allow yourself to perceive in such a way. If you are selfless, if you are just open and accepting the fact however it is, then that is how you are open, and that is how you're perceiving it into yourself. So it's just that knowing these many things, still do we deserve to keep all the dirt within us. So when we know what righteousness is, when we know what is the right path, so it's just that Punyamo is a word, I can explain it in a much more better terms. So there are two terms, right? Again, duality, Punyamo and Papamu, right? Punya and Pap. So it's just that here, Punya is something that the result of our act. Even Pap is also the result of our act. So what happens is, Punya is just something, no wasting time. Pap is always wasting time. So here what happens is, when you are getting good results, do you really have to go back and study the same subject over and over again? No. So when you end up with Pap, you have to go back and read the same subject again and again. A lot of time waste, energy waste, everything waste. So it's just that righteousness. That's it. The results of it. Once you understand how these things are working, it's very easy for us to be on this path, to be on the righteous path. Dharma is righteousness. Right to act. So it's just that the result, how are we maintaining the result? Are we actually succeeding this or no? So it's just that this helps us to see what kind of experiences we are going through. See, even our guru says all the time that we never have to let ourselves go through the same experiences again and again. Every time it should be a new experience. So initially it's little hard to tune ourselves. Definitely it's little hard because this is completely from this materialistic world, and we really feel this is a very different world with very different terminology, and everything is like divine. But still, that is what it is. Sustainability. Sustaining with the righteousness. Always. That's the only choice we have. To make the best things out of ourselves. because always we want the best, right? So do we understand that how can we do best? Punya is just the best results, the positive results. All the dharma, the same, I can tell it here. The difference between Lord Rama and Ravana. Both are in the path of dharma, but the results. So both equally did sadhana, both are equal, but the choices, the experiences. So it's just that when you start ignoring one thing, it's all connected to one another, and everything seems to be blocked. You ignore one thing, you fade away one fact. Every next other facts are faded away. Everything is disorganized. So I really feel that always it is important, and these 9 jewels were so beautiful. Let us see what are all the 9 jewels once again. So Atmaya Parabrahmam. So this is a very beautiful thing. It's just that you have a supreme power within you. And next one is you are God. So there is a good saying by Jesus Christ that the God in you is the God in me. The Father in you is the Father in me. So it's just that we are all gods. And the man here on this planet, this living being with a human body, human vessel, is a God. So next, where God can live, where God actually stays, where do we see the idols of gods? In a temple. So temple is a divine space. So it's just that our body is also a divine space, but we are not letting it to be. And the next one, breath is our boss. This is the most important thing. Says this is just like our heart chakra. Either you go up or you go down. You function it properly. That's the middle point. And you connect your heart with your breath. Right? So it's just that breath is the only source. And if you actually see and validate that breath is the only new source that is actually flowing into your body. Everything is stagnant. If breath doesn't come from out, oxygen, in this space, if you don't consume oxygen from this outer world, apart from your body, into your body, what happens? Everything becomes stagnant. No blood circulation, nothing, no energy flow. It's just that we are dead, right? No breath is death to this physical body, no functioning of this body, right? So just the way breath is the only thing, only infinite new source entering into our body. So with every breath, we actually wish to choose our lives. Every time it's new. So the next one is Samayama Sadhana. Time has to be invested efficiently, only for your desire and thirst. And next, Sahaname Pragati. Sahaname Pragati is sustainability is progress. The way you sustain, that beautiful, you can see your progress. If you don't sustain, if you keep giving up, so it's just that you're not fit for it. You're losing faith on yourself. And the next one, experiences wisdom. So it's just that the way you are ready to dive into this ocean, to dive into this world and start experiencing most beautiful things that you can. That all turns up after a point when the time has passed, becomes your wisdom. And the next one, dhyanam with dharmam. And it's all sharing is your supreme thing. And in this age, in this era, Aquarian's age of 2020 till 2044 is all about knowledge sharing. All the star seeds, all the light workers, it's all about knowledge sharing. If you see something happening too efficiently in this world, too much is all about knowledge sharing. Right? Especially from 2020. It's all about the knowledge sharing that's happening. And if you want to know about this fact, there is a book called Aquarian's Age, Light Worker's Gift. Aquarian's Age of 2022 till 2044. So they just say that in this duration, wherever the souls are there, ready for enlightenment, they start their progress. They start awakening. And the next one is Dharma me Punyam. So it's all about the righteousness, the way, the results you want it to be, and that is how you need to act. And yep, these are the 9 jewels, and all we got to, and I got to end up saying is start being adventurous. Don't fix yourself to some particular things. Unless and until you be adventurous, you can't see anything. And that is what the only message I got from my guru. So I only follow that. I keep doing that, no matter in the physical world or no matter in your dimensional world, either of them. Start going beyond the lines. And that is when you can see what is on the other side. So, yep, we're done. Thank you. So, yep. So I would like to see if you want to share any experiences or so, or questions.
Thank you, Sohana. It was wonderful. I never knew, I've been doing this, but I never knew that there is a set of 9 jewels, and it was just amazing to learn this wisdom today, actually.
Thank you.
If anybody missed it, it is amazing just to know. And they are in the hierarchy, you have to go through a steps. And if you miss it, as she said, if you miss it, you're missing something. So you have to know that there is a supreme power. You have to know that that supreme power is you. The next is the time or next to the body. Your body is your temple, and you have to take care of the body. Then comes the breath, because breath is the only way how you connect to within you. It is from your body to soul. This is how you connect with the way you connect with from body to soul is your breath. Then comes the time, which is very precious nowadays. If we invest in ourselves, I think we will achieve a great progress. If we try to do sadhana more. Next comes the sustaining. If we learn to sustain our emotions in our daily lives, we are making a progress. And then comes the experience. This is one of my favorite, where the Jewel 7 said, experience is a wisdom. So until you take the theory, it stays as a knowledge. But the moment you start experiencing it, it changes to wisdom. And then you have to pass the knowledge. Until you don't pass it, it will just stay with you, and you won't evolve more. And the last one is righteousness. It was an amazing roller coaster for me to stay here and just to understand every single thing. And we probably do this in our life, but we either miss one day or we don't continue it every single day. So if we follow the 9 jewels, our life will be on probably on the true path. So if there is any questions anybody would like to ask, please raise your hand.
Hello, good morning. Thank you, Sonam and Prachi, for the wonderful, wonderful presentation. I really, really enjoyed it. I had an experience yesterday, last night. I was just meditating. I was listening to the great master, Brahmashri Premnath Guruji. Oh my goodness. It's full of wisdom, and I could also feel it when you were talking. So now I wanted to start teaching. And where do I start? I love to teach. Again, I always had that fear in me, but I think I can easily overcome that with meditation. I joined this 40-day program with Paripatri. Beautiful, beautiful. Today we are only on the 15th day, and I could see so much of change in me. I'm spending 2 hours, one in the morning with you, and in the evening I will go and do with her. And I don't know, I feel like my life is changing. I have a guru of my own. Before I started all this, I have always been a spiritual person. My guru told me in the beginning of Ugadi, right? You will see a lot of changes in you. and I know I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it everywhere. But the only thing that I see right now in me is, I don't know whether this is a normal or something. I mean, I'm a physician, right? Like, I cannot go and spend more time with any of my colleagues. I just want to remain calm, silent, do my work, and get out of here. I'm not an antisocial person, but I could see that. I could see why I'm not able to talk to them. Or, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I'm wasting time, as you said. I don't know whether that is normal, or I don't know whether I need to change anything. I just need some help and guidance.
You're absolutely safe and secure, first of all. And I'll tell you something that I went through this phase, very similar phase, to be frank, for past 2 years. In 2 years, 1 year, I don't know, for some reason, I was consistently doing my sadhana, and I'm just 23 years old. So we see young people hanging around everywhere with all their friends, with college friends and everything. So for me, I started this journey, and you said you want to teach, but there is a lot of fear in you which is stopping and which is not letting you express it to the outer world. But the same thing happened with me. I myself know that I have a good voice, I have good knowledge, I have everything, but the only thing is low self-esteem, underestimating myself. That only knowing that I am just this body and only my physical identity. But the moment I have isolated myself, the moment I have locked myself in a room for 1 year, only meditating, reading books, just watching PMC consistently, it took me to a point wherein, like, for 1 year, I didn't know what I was doing. So when I was reading books, in one of the book, what happened, I have started something influenced me. It was a book of Gautam Buddha. So after reading that Gautam Buddha's book and his knowledge, it completely took me to a stage that even I wanted to become a Buddha. I wanted to go to a forest. I wanted to go to sit on a mountain and start doing all this. When I've acquired all the knowledge, and I was at that point, when I was about to decide about all this, that is when I saw a social media post from Mad Buddha Publishers saying a book called Buddha's Wife. And the next day, I've just ordered the book and I've read all the book. And that was the book which changed my life completely, I can say. It's just that I have read it in my whole lifetime. I take couple of weeks and months to complete a book, and that was the only book which I've completed it in 3 days. Like whole 3 days, I didn't even get up. It was just whatever I was doing, I was just reading the book. It was so interesting, and a wife tells about her husband in a way, in a very different way, and out of all, she as to attain enlightenment. What did you actually achieve? You have acquired knowledge, but you have never applied it on people. So that is when his wife Yashodhara, his mother Mahaprajapati, stepmother, these both women encourages him to go out to this world and teach to this world. That is how he starts applying it on people, living with people, and made a very large family, not just his family. So it's just that understanding and moving from this realistic world to the spiritual world is completely little subtle phase. So it's just that it's not easy understanding the fact, because till now we have just understood that I am this, my body is this, and my education is this, my profession is this. So till now we never knew this fact, and today we are seeing something, a different fact. So that's new for us. There are many things going in our mind that, is this right or is this right? But it's just that rely on your power. It's just that tell it to yourself consistently that I'm safe and I'm secure and I will be provided with everything what all I want. So that is how I started receiving everything, every knowledge, like what all today I just received enormous knowledge. It's just that this happened. It all happened in this way. And when I was 1 year in a same room going through everything, definitely I've attained, so I have acquired so much knowledge, but it was that I never applied it on people. I never applied it on my lifestyle. And I have never been so kind to people. I've never been so humble to people, no receptive. But I know I have to do this, but I've never did that. The moment I've started doing, I see the whole world is turning around. Whole world. And that's so unbelievable sometimes. And I just feel so good about myself that you have sustained this process. You have been so long and you have never gave up on yourself. Many emotional rushes will happen due to the bondages we have made, the relationships we have. Everything will give you some or the other different feeling, but it's all that observe the feeling, understand what is actually happening behind it. Then slowly you will start dealing with your emotions, and slowly you will start fading your emotions, and then you understand emotions are common. So when you are losing your mind and when you are getting far away from this reality, far away from spirituality, deep into this reality, that is when we are with our emotions. If we are on the middle path, I think on the day one, that is what Patriji said. It's so hard to appreciate a person who is on the middle path. It's so hard, really, but it's even hard to attain that path. But all you need is Gautam Buddha, from his age of 29 years till to 32 years, he had completely sacrificed for his growth. The same with our Patriji, 40 years. So it's just that we are so lucky. We got everything like a bread and butter. And it's always that keep yourself, you're safe and secure.
I mean, right now, in this world, a lot of people like whom you think you can teach, they think we are crazy, right? I mean, why is she talking like a 90-year-old woman? But I mean, where will I get that audience? And how will I
Okay.
start?
So if you say that, what about me? I am just 23 years old, and every person, every friend of mine says she again started the same story.
Right.
But now I actually feel it's just that, see, we have to be in this way that if a student is ready, teacher will definitely arrive. So yeah, we have many people around us. Most of them might not accept our point, but if they really need it, someday they will come back. So that is what it happened. All these days everyone was like, you're so crazy, and you are living in a very different world where no one is understanding what you're actually thinking, what you're actually speaking. And that is what it was happening. Even my mom and dad, who actually pushed me into this, even they were surprised seeing me like this. But then I can tell you something. It's just that the time I have acquired knowledge, I started speaking to myself, to be frank. Let me be open. So I have started speaking to myself because I used to live alone in a house. So I've started speaking to myself, to all the walls. I've started writing, doing this for 6 or 7 months. That is when I was on screen. That is when I realized that now I am in a very good phase to convey what all I have it in a proper way, because these many people are listening to us. It is just that they are giving our minds to us. So it's not so easy to push whatever it is. So it's just that what you have truly is, that is what, based on your experience. So you don't have to rush for it. But when definitely time comes, when definitely you exceed that, everyone who needs your support will always come to you. So it's just that we have to be that open. The first session I have given, I had only 10 people in my session. I've just started with 10 people. But it's just that later on, you learn You teach, you learn, you teach. It's give and take. So that is what it happens. And then you excel at a point.
Yeah, I spoke to Patriji, right? I said, I'm going to copy you, copy your all speeches and put it in. He said, feel free. If you don't copy, then you have a problem with that. Anyway, thank you. Thank you so much. I mean, I was just thinking, I have some groups on WhatsApp, right? Maybe I will just post in with my Zoom link and see how many people join. Even if nobody joins, I will just conduct the session on my own, right? So, and see what happens. It's okay if they think I am 90-year-old. I don't mind.
Thank you, Shri Garu. If you put up the session, I will join the session. So I will be the first one to join the session. And we'll put it up so that everybody can join. So we are running out of time. We have passed the time. There is one more question. There is one more question from Sonam. Would you like to take it, Sohana?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Sohana, please go ahead. Sorry, Sonam, please go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you again, Sohana, for another amazing session. It's just, yeah, so good to, gain all the knowledge. And you already answered a couple of questions I had when you were answering the first question. But my question today is, we get all these visualizations and experiences during meditation. For example, I was seeing like couple of faces, I think yesterday's session or something, like they just came and went. They were all staring at me, but my question is like, what do we do with them? Like, do we go and ask them like, who are you? What is happening? Or do we ignore them? Or do we just note them down? Like, I've heard couple of theories, but I'm not sure like
In
what are we
yesterday's
supposed?
JTTP session, was it in yesterday's JTTP? So yesterday, it was about like meditation was about.
Um, um, I think third chakra. Yep, we were at third chakra yesterday.
Sacral chakra.
Yeah.
No, it's a solar plexus chakra.
Solar plexus,
Solar
yes.
plexus chakra. Okay. So solar plexus chakra. Okay. So solar plexus chakra, Manipura chakra. So Manipura chakra, what happens is, there it's all about, okay, when Manipura chakra was going on, if you could see faces or imagine faces, it's no surprise, but it's actually uncertain, I can say. It might actually, you have seen based on maybe some held on imprints on our brain. So every thinking or every thought process leaves an imprint on our brain. So that actually functions sometimes when we go in silent or when this is happening. So actually Manipura chakra, what actually things has to happen is, you could see some changes in your real world. So Manipura chakra is all about courage. So it is all the down three chakras are completely related to the physical reality. So that is when the next chakra is your heart chakra, which is a midpoint for the higher reality and to this reality. So in Manipura chakra, if you could see faces, naturally, if at all you see faces in meditation, it's just that if you really feel important, then that is when you can ask them. It's all your choice. So it's good to know. It's good to know. If you feel you're strong, it's good to know. So you can just ask them that actually, are you here to share any knowledge with me, or you want to tell me anything, you want to tell me something, or you want to learn from me anything. So what are you actually willing to do? So you can ask them in this way. But this all goes in the intention form. So you can ask and you can do see that. So sometimes the faces or something that it actually happens that what we actually have highest intensity on. So it's just that we are so much obsessed or so much deep into Buddha's knowledge, and you keep seeing it, or that is how it happens. What leaves an imprint on your brain, and that is how it actually works. And this concept, if you have subscribed to the Spiritual India magazines, and I think you can see it in that, in the most recent magazine, I guess. So there is a concept of brain. So yeah, in the most recent bi-monthly magazine, there is a concept of brain, and you can see in that how it imprints and what all visualizations we get and imaginations happen and how do they work. So it's called brain elasticity and how it works. So you can actually see that, and if at all you see faces, you can talk to them. No worries.
Thank you. Thanks a lot again for session and answering our questions too.
Thank you.
I don't think so. There is any more. There is. Okay. I don't think so. There is any more questions. So thank you. Huh?
I think that there
No,
was
there is one more. Sorry. Yeah, but I think there was one question by Galaxy, but then they took off the hand. There is one question by
Hi,
Srilata.
Sohana. Yeah, this is from Srilata from Hyderabad.
Hi.
I always see whenever meditation or else whatever it may be, your voice is so divine in you, you know. I forgot what you are teaching. Or I won't concentrate what you're teaching. I just going to trance like meditation like that. I focus on listening to you, but I will go off like that into trance. I love your the speech. It's a divine speech. I always something God is saying to talk. God is talking with me like that. Like that speech is like that. It's something divine speech. Wow, it's a super miracle. The voice you are having. Please do conduct your this sections. I received this link from yesterday's Sheetal Madam class. Yeah, they have given me this link. So every day you are teaching, Madam Sohana.
Not every day. I'm actually in one of the spiritual tablet sessions. Every weekend I'll be there. And I think in Chicago and Florida group also I'm about to come on third. So yeah, I think I have more than a couple of sessions in JTTP-2 itself. So yeah, in further days let's again meet. But Srilata Garu, thank you so much, and this really means a lot to me. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much, everybody, for being here today, listening to Sohana. And yes, I agree, Srilata Garu, that her voice, actually in our session in Florida and the Chicago session that she's talking about, everybody just know her through her voice. Everybody know the voice is that young voice. And when I just say that there's a speaker going to come, can you guess it? And all they know is like, oh, that young girl. Yes, the voice is so soothing that I got connected to. So thank you. And it was my privilege today.
Thank you
It was
so
my
much.
privilege to introduce you and talk to you face to face up here on the Zoom. It is just, I feel so blessed today. Just feel so connected to everybody here. And thank you so much, Sohana. I know it's so early for you back in California,
Yeah.
and you coming here, giving us all the presentation, the time that you put in, and all the masters that the time that we all put in. It is amazing. It is amazing. And the session we have learned so much from this session. So thank you so much for being here on this platform. And yes, we will see her again.
Thank you so much, Prachi ji, and everyone in here. And thank you so much. And I'm always blessed to be the most younger kid out of this big family. So thank you so much.
I think we are the kid in front of you now. But thank you, everybody. We will go ahead and wrap up the session today. We have passed the time, so thank you for staying here. And tomorrow's session is going to be one amazing session for all the business people out there. Even if you're thinking about it, if you have a person who is doing a business in the family, This is the session for you all. Tomorrow's session is by Ravindra Gunturi. The session is manifesting your dream business with pyramid meditation.
Sorry for interruption, Prachi. It's tomorrow's session is No Death by Dr. Subramaniam.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
I am so sorry for that. Please, the session is by Dr. Subramaniam. I believe what I said, the title is correct, right? Manifesting your dream business.
It's a No Death.
Oh, no death. Why
Yes.
do I have this from? See. Okay. I would take Sirisha Garu's, words, and I'm so sorry for a different for a different thing. Please, the tomorrow session is no death. And Sirisha, would you like to go ahead and say this one more time, because I know I've lost my words now.
Okay, no problem. Friends, let's all meet tomorrow at 6 a.m. EST and 3:30 p.m. IST. So tomorrow's topic is on No Death by Dr. Subramaniam. Yeah. Just bye. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Sohana. Thank you, Prachi.
Thank you, Sirisha, for correcting. Bye, everybody.
Bye.